How to make better financial decisions with Pocket Plan. If you would like to make better financial decisions faster, then this video will help you do exactly that. And the way to get started is just by creating your account. You can log in with your Google or your Apple ID so that you can use two-factor authentication and have that level of security on your account. And I would encourage you to do that because this tool is going to help you with managing your finances so that you have all of your financial data in a single place. You're testing out the different outcomes of decisions before you make the decisions, and you have access to professionals who can help you if you need to open a new account or make any adjustments to your investments. So the easiest way to get started is by simply creating an account. And when you do, you'll have access to this dashboard. And this is the landing page for you to get started with your Pocket Plan. You get started with your financial data or your financial info. This comes directly from your financial accounts, and we use that data in order to build the financial reports that help you to see your financial well-being. That data is also used in your plan where you can model what the future may look like if you get certain investment outcomes. And so that helps you to have confidence in your future well-being based on the activity that you're taking today. This is where you're going to find your contact information, your mailing address. If you're sharing your advisor, you're sharing your account with an advisor or a partner or a spouse, you can do that there. And if you're looking to find an advisor, then you can find them here in Advisors and Access. And finally, if you need help, then you can always submit a ticket here to us. So to get started, we're going to look at your financial info, and it begins with your connected accounts. You'll be able to add in a lot of different accounts, including a 401k, an IRA, a banking, a checking account. Those can all be added using Plaid. You've probably used this before where you just go in and you find your institution and log in. That data is going to live in your Pocket Plan, so we'll see any balances, any transactions. If you're holding investments, that data comes in as well. You also have the ability to connect your wallet. If you are using a crypto wallet, you can add that in here. Currently, Pocket Plan supports any securities that are Ethereum blockchain based. You'll be able to see those balances and transactions, and we should have Bitcoin here by the end of the year. Finally, if you want to add in some accounts that are maybe not available online, or you just don't want to have regular updates to those, maybe it's property, business equity, maybe you've made a loan to somebody, a personal loan, then you can create an account here and you can track that account manually. And so this won't have any regular updates to it, but it will give you the ability to get that information organized so that you can see it in a single place. So all of your connected accounts live here. And then at any point, if you need to refresh the details, you can do. If you want to see the specifics on any account, you can see that as well. Now, we organize your accounts as assets or liabilities. We try to make it really easy for managing your finances. And we do that by just putting your assets in a category of either a retirement or a property asset. And that allows us to simplify things for reporting purposes, as you'll see in just a minute. All of your assets will live here, all of your liabilities, anything like a credit card, a car loan, a student loan, those can all be added here as well. Now, when you put those accounts in, what we're doing on the back end is we're actually using that data to build the financial reports that'll help you with seeing your finances and having a big picture view of your finances. This is so helpful if you are using multiple cards, like you use your credit card and your banking card, or you are in a household sharing expenses as a husband, wife, or a partner, and you want to have all of the financial activity in a single view. So this is going to allow you to see your big picture so that you have a joint view of your finances. And it helps with just seeing the budget for what it is. We know that Americans have lost 17% purchasing power over the past 3 years, and many people are resorting to their credit card in order to maintain a standard of living. And so what this allows you to do is to see your budget and then to get details around where you're spending your money. So we have organized your budget as essential, non-essential, or savings, and we've categorized different transactions so that vendors are labeled as essential, non-essential. You can choose how you are organizing these. If you said that Walmart was essential or non-essential, you go in here here and you just update it, and it'll update that for the all of the history of any transactions there. So this is really easy to get a big picture view of your finances and see how you're doing. And again, you can look at it over time. So you can see over 1 month, over 3 months, over a week, where are you making any progress or where do you need to spend more attention? And this allows you to get a little bit further detail if you wanted to jump into your budget and see where are you spending the most amount of money and what does that look like over time. This has been really helpful for us to just get a big picture view of our finances. So really the cash flow feature for managing your monthly budget, seeing any changes there, and then getting an overview of where the money is going and where it's coming from on a monthly basis. Now, your net worth statement is just your financial well-being. In order to have financial independence, you need to have a net worth that is equal to 5 to 15 times what you spend. So if you're spending $100,000 per year, you are going to have some sense of financial security if you have a net worth of $500,000 to $1.5 million. Oftentimes, when you get to that level, you can live off of the interest or the investment proceeds of your net worth. And so that gives you the confidence that you never have to worry about money again. So your net worth is going to be an indicator of how well are you doing with building assets to maintain your standard of living and how long could you maintain that standard of living for. So this gives you a lot of detail around any of your accounts themselves, including any investment accounts. Now, we want you to save money, defer any consumption today so that you can take care of yourself in the future. And we want that money to go out and earn an income. And that's where your investments come in. Your investments can be added in by any custodian that you have. Again, you just go to your connected accounts and you can add in your TD Ameritrade, you can add in your Empower account, your Fidelity account. All of those can be added in here. And what we do is we classify those as being either retirement or non-retirement focused. If they're non-retirement, they're not tax deferred, so they're going to have ordinary income taxes. They're going to be taxed a little bit differently on any transactions or any short-term capital gains. Your long-term assets in your retirement, your IRA, your 401k, your 403b, they're all going to be listed here. So this allows you to see what type of assets that you have and the classification of those assets, and to get a better understanding of the investment performance. Now, we really like having this here because it allows us to see the asset allocation on a big picture basis. And that allows us to see, are we taking enough risk? Or are we not taking enough risk? Where do we need to make any adjustments there? And so you can see that you have the individual assets listed, and then you'll have the type. So you have the ticker, the name, and then you have the asset type, you have the value, and then you can tell the market value to see how it's doing over time. This is a portfolio summary of the portfolio. So this is all of the investment in the account and what it works out to. If you want to see an individual position and the performance around that, then what you can do is you can come in here, click on the position itself, and this is going to give you a better understanding of how the position has performed over time. And you're also going to have additional details about how did it open, how did it close, what is the performance like on a regular basis, so that you have more confidence about if it's time to sell, or if you need to speak with a professional about looking at the changes in the account itself and if you need to make any adjustments. So this is a great report for you, just to see all of your accounts in a single place, get a single view of your financial activity. Now, if you want to print any of these reports out, you said, you know what, it'd be helpful if we just recorded our status at any point in time, then what you can do is download this report, your net worth report. You can download your cash flow or your investment report right there from your Pocket Plan. And when you do, you'll be able to actually get a PDF, and you can print that out if you like, or you can just save it. And that'll have it'll have the date generated, it'll have your name, your information all set up there. So it's a really great resource for you, again, to benchmark where you are at any point in time. Many people will look at this on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis, definitely on an annual basis when you start to review your financial well-being. So this can be very powerful for you for keeping a view of your finances in front of you and being able to make really good financial decisions. Now, if you get to a stage where you say, you know what, I would like to make some adjustment to my finances. I'd like to see what happens if I make any changes to a specific area or specific account. If you do that, what you're going to be able to do, if you've gotten to that stage where you say, I'd really like to see how any adjustments look to my financial well-being, then you can do that here using your plan and using your scenarios. So your plan is an overview of your financial well-being over a period of time. And what we're looking at is if you want to retire at a particular age, in this case, age 70, what is the likelihood that you'll be able to hit that goal and never run out of money? And if you can do that here, we've done a Monte Carlo simulation. So this is a simulation based on real historic market data to project what's the potential outcome of your portfolio if you got certain investment results over time. So this is a random portfolio. It's a random generated return, and it allows you to see over time how your income is growing, how your expenses are growing, and then what your expected portfolio is. So if we just grew it on a simple basis versus a compound basis, you can see the difference there. And what's great is that we're using historic market returns so that you have a random generated return in that simulated portfolio. And this allows you to test out what are the odds of me never running out of money. So you know how to get to financial independence relatively quickly and easily using this. So it's really helpful for you. And then again, if you want to test any sort of outcome, you said, hey, maybe I want to pay off a mortgage. Maybe I want to make adjustments to my retirement, what I do, then you can do that there. We have the ability for you to go in there and to make those adjustments. So this is really helpful for you in order to So your scenarios are really helpful for you to be able to model out different decisions and make those decisions with confidence. If you need help, you said, you know what, I'd really like to speak with a professional about this before I take action. You can find professionals here, licensed professionals, and then you can also connect with them. And what you'll be able to do is connect with them so that you can share your pocket plan. They will have access to your financial reports, and you can collaborate on any scenarios when you're connected with them. But this speeds up how quickly you get results because now you're giving the advisor all of the information that they need in order to be successful or to answer your questions a lot quicker, and you're doing it in a secure environment. This is the way that you can make better financial decisions in 2023 with a pocket plan. If you have any questions, make sure that you register for our weekly office hours or send us a question or open up a support ticket. Thanks so much. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.